So today our topic is VBT, valence bond theory, hybridization and orbital picture. So this is a very fundamental and basic topic. We have to know that before studying any kind of chapter in organic chemistry, it will help to understand 3D models and many of the resonance structure and many more things. And first of all, the postulates of VBT. It is pretty much informative, so take it as information or for any subjective exam purpose. So first of all, atom which unite to form a molecule completely retain their identities in the resulting molecule. Two atoms will form a molecule and they will retain their identities in the resulting molecule. So this is the first postulates. And second one is suppose two electron, one unpaired electron will overlap with another unpaired electron, but after overlapping they will mutually neutralized and get stabilized in the following resultant molecule. So this is the second postulate. And the third one is the strength of the covalent bond is proportional to the extent of overlapping of the atomic orbitals. Okay, this is the three postulates. And after that, in organic chemistry there mainly are two kind of bonds. One is sigma bond and another is pi bond. Sigma bond is due to head-to-head collision and pi bond is by side-to-side collision. First of all, in case of sigma bond, there are three kind of overlap. First is s orbital overlap, where s orbital is spherical, therefore one s orbital overlap with another s orbital and give a bond. In case of pp overlap, there are two p orbital like this overlap with each other in same phase and give a bond like this, where the same phase size increases and opposite phase size decreases. This is pretty important when you are drawing a molecular orbital picture. So you have to take in mind the opposite phase will decrease in size and the same phase will increase in size. Similarly there, 2p orbital overlap. And in case of s and p orbital overlap, one s orbital overlap in the same phase of a p orbital and gives this kind of overlapping. And in case of pi bond, there are two p orbital of similar axis. If this is px, this have to be px. If this is py, this have to be py. This partially overlap and give this type of partial overlap. Therefore this is called pi bond. Sigma bond is more stable than pi bond because head-to-head collision is more stronger than a sidewise collision. And next come to the orbital pictures. This is the most important and fundamental. First of all, in carbon, atomic number is 6 and electronic configuration is 1:2:2p6. So its valence in valence bond there is 4 electron. If we see the box diagram in ground state of their valence electron means the outermost spare electron number. So this is 2s, 2p, 2p, 2p. There is 2px, 2py, 2pz. Okay, in 2s, so there is 2 electron, but there is 1, 2, total 4 electron in valence shell. Now it is in gs, but in excited state, that 2s, one of the 2x electron will go to the rest of the vacant cell. This will be like this. So there is 4 unpaired electron in the excited state of a single carbon atom. So let's compare this thing here. In case of CH4, now according to this, there is 4 unpaired electron in excited state. 3, 4. This is 2s, 2px, 2pz, 2py. One of the unpaired electron is paired up with one of the unpaired electron of hydrogen. Similarly, all these are pairing up with one of the unpaired electron of hydrogen and forming sigma bond. Therefore they are using one s orbital and 3 p orbital, so it will be named like sp3, where there is no pi orbital or no lone pair is there. All the unpaired electron is taking part in sigma bonding, so the structure will be like this. This is the carbon and this is the hydrogen, which sharing electron with carbon and forming this type of bonds. And now we have to take care of those things. There is the angle is 109 degree 0.28 minute, and there is no pi bond. Okay, there, that is sp3. Similarly, in case of ethane, there are carbon carbon bond, one hydrogen, one hydrogen, one hydrogen. So each carbon similarly there have 4 unpaired electron, one, two, three, 4. One unpaired electron is pairing up with one hydrogen. One unpaired electron is pairing up one hydrogen. This electron is pairing up with one hydrogen, and this electron is pairing up with a carbon, one of the unpaired electron of the neighboring carbon. Therefore the structure will be like this. And this is combined with, and similarly as the two carbon is similar, so the structure will be similar to each other, and each of the lobe is contributing with hydrogen, hydrogen. This is carbon, this is carbon. So this is the orbital picture of ethane. In case of ethylene, there is 2 carbon, 2 hydrogen. If we draw the box diagram in excited state, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is unpaired electron is there. One is taking part with one hydrogen, sigma bonding like this. Another is taking part with another hydrogen. One unpaired electron is forming sigma bond with another carbon atom, and one electron is remaining unpaired. So if we draw the structure, carbon, orbital is taking part sigma bond with hydrogen atom, hydrogen, hydrogen, and there is another one unpaired electron. So unpaired electron is in unhybridized, therefore the orbital lobe will be same in both cases. So there is one unpaired electron for this carbon, one unpaired electron for this carbon. So they will partially interact and form a pi bond. Okay, so therefore, and in this case for sigma bond they are taking part one s orbital and 2 p orbital, therefore it is sp2. We will not take in count for the pi bond. So in case of acetylene, there is C triple bond, C hydrogen, hydrogen. So in case of acetylene, if we draw the box diagram at the excited state, as we all know, bonding only take part in excited state. So there will be 4 unpaired electron, one taking part sigma bond with one hydrogen atom like this, one taking part sigma bond with neighbor carbon atom, and rest of 2 are unpaired electron. If we draw the structure, it will be like this. So there one is contributing with hydrogen, this is also have one hydrogen, but there are 2 unpaired electron which will remain in 2 different orbital. One is this, and another is this. So there are these 2 electron, these 2 electron. This will partially interact with this, and this will interact with this and form 2 pi bond. Therefore in acetylene there is 2 pi bond. And there is one thing you have to know during drawing. In sp2 cases you have to take care of that every orbital should have to form 120-degree angle with each other, and in case of sp there you have to take every angle 180-degree. If we draw box diagram for this carbon, all carbon is in excited state. In case of bonding, 2 hydrogen is there, so 1 hydrogen taking part sigma and another unpaired electron taking part in sigma bond with hydrogen. There left 2 electron. One unpaired electron is pairing up with the neighbor carbon atom unpaired electron and forming sigma bond carbon atom, and 1 unpaired electron is left. So the structure will be of this, of the terminal, left hand terminal carbon will be like this. There is 3 sp2, 1s and 2p. Therefore we have to maintain 120-degree. Where all the sigma bond is there, and one is sigma bond with the neighbor carbon atom. So this is this. Okay, now for this carbon, if we draw the box diagram, unpaired electron 4, one is taking sigma bond with the carbon atom on the left side, one unpaired electron taking sigma bond with the right side carbon atom, and 2 remain unpaired. Okay, so this is sp orbital. Therefore we have to maintain the angle 180-degree. Okay, now there is 2 unpaired electron, so we have to draw 2 unpaired electron, and there is 1 unpaired electron. But in case of the middle carbon, there is another unpaired electron, and the rest of picture for this carbon, this is similar to this carbon, so this is also sp2. We have to maintain 120-degree with each orbital which are getting hybridized, and 1 unpaired electron. Okay, hydrogen, and there is 1 unpaired electron. So this is forming pi bond with this forming pi bond with this, and this orbital taking part in pi bond with this orbital taking part pi orbital in this. They are all are 1 electron unpaired electron. So this is the final structure of this type of alkene. Now in case of ketene, which is well known example, this is similar to that. Okay, only CH2 replaced with oxygen. It can be done pretty easily in a similar manner. Now take another example. This is sp2, as there is two hydrogen, one sigma bond with a neighbor carbon atom and one pi bond. It can be also be remembered like this for carbon atom. One pi bond is sp2, two pi bond is sp. Okay, no pi bond is sp3 orbital or hybridized. Now this is also sp2, but there is 2 pi bond, so it is sp. But in case of nitrogen, this is only applicable for carbon atom, but in case of nitrogen, if we draw the box diagram, there in case of nitrogen there are valence, total atomic number is 7 and valence electron is 5, 1s2, 2s2, 2p, 3. So this is the valence orbital electron. So in ground state 1 2 3 4 5, in excited state 1 1 2 3 4. So this taking part sigma bond with a unpaired electron of a carbon forming sigma bond. This is a lone pair. This two is unpaired electron, and there is taking part one s orbital, one p orbital. Therefore the nitrogen is also sp hybridized. Let's draw the structure. For this carbon, this is sp2, so we have to maintain 120-degree angle for each of the hybridized orbital. So we have maintained 120-degree. This is all 120-degree. Now there is one unpaired electron or unhybridized orbital. Now for one of these are forming sigma bond with hydrogen, one sigma bond with the carbon of the neighbor, which also sp2, so we have to maintain the orbital. And in this middle carbon there is one hydrogen. There is some mistake, there will be one hydrogen. Okay, and another bond will form with the neighbor carbon atom, but the neighbor carbon atom is sp hybridized, so we have to maintain the 180-degree angle between this overlap, because this is sp hybridized. And let's draw the unoccupied orbitals. So there is two unhybridized orbitals, and there is one unhybridized orbital. This carbon is connected with nitrogen, which is also sp, so we have to maintain 180-degree of their bond angle, 180-degree, and therefore there is also two unpaired electron and one lone pair. So one unpaired electron is there, another is there. Okay, and there, this is carbon, this is nitrogen, this is carbon, this is carbon. Okay, and there is two lone pair and there is unpaired electrons. So now see the interaction, these interacting with the neighboring carbon atom and forming pi bond, These interacting with neighboring nitrogen atom and forming a pi bond. This is also interacting with this and forming a pi bond. So there is 2 pi bond, there is 1 pi bond, and this is the final structure of this compound. Okay, now I think any type of compound you can easily draw the molecular orbital picture, properly say the orientation of that compound.